Hello. Hello, hello. We are going to try to make khao soi tonight. Let's see. Is this working? I think so. Sorry, I'm just sharing here. So what I have going on is I got a pot of water going because I'm going to boil some egg noodles. I have them soaking right now, so I actually probably should wait till they soften up a little bit. I'm going to make my curry sauce first, which, you know, I have no idea. I have no idea what the difference is between like a kapong and khao soi, except that one uses egg noodles and the other one uses rice noodles. Okay, let's see. I think, I'm not quite sure which pot I want to use to make this. I feel like I should use a shallow pot. A kind of shallow pot? A little shallow? Because I feel like the shallow pot, you can see it better. So let's use this one. I think the last time we used this for Tao's egg, he like scratched up the bottom. I love this pot. I love this set. But start curry off. Oops. Not this. Do it kind of low. I'm going to use a coconut cream. It's just the two of us, so I'm probably just going to use a coconut cream. And then, like some khao soi videos I've seen, they'll like top it off. Like when they serve it, they'll top it off with more coconut milk. So at first, I was going to do like, use this whole can of coconut cream for the curry, and then top it over another can of coconut milk, but I thought that would be like way too much. So we're just gonna pour most of this in here. Try to get all the chunky stuff. So I got most of it here. And today I'm using panang curry. Quite a bit of curry, I guess. I don't know. It's probably like 2 tablespoons. like 2 tablespoons of panang curry, and I also think I'm going to use this can of this sweet Thai noodle curry. Hello, hello, who is here? Talk to me, friends. What are you guys doing on a Sunday night? Ah! It's just me today. Baby is with Tao downstairs, so he's not napping today because it's not the middle of the day. Okay. So we're just gonna add this Thai noodle curry. Honestly, I feel like I don't even know if I've ever had this kind. It looks different. Okay. So then essentially, like, you just mix this together. The coconut milk has a lot of fat in it, and then I'll kind of start frying the curry. So it might start popping a little bit. And I'm actually going to do pork and chicken wings. So I'm going to, once this like warms up and starts going, I'm going to throw in probably about a cup of pork, And then once it's like all done and ready, I boiled some chicken wings, some drums, and some winglets, the 1 boners and the 2 boners. And then I'm gonna like just kind of slowly cook that down. And go. I'm wondering what everyone's doing because it's Sunday, but it's the weekend before Super Bowl Sunday. So like, I'm wondering if husbands are more present today. I asked my husband, I was like, are you still up for eating something tonight? Because if you are, then I'll make it and I'll go live. But if you're not, then I'm not going to make anything. And he said he's always up for food. So that's why I'm making this, even though it's still pretty late. It's already pretty late. And it's almost my baby's bedtime, but he's just going to party tonight with us. So I got panang curry going, some coconut cream going. I feel like curry is so easy, and I don't know if like other people do it fancier, but I kind of feel like this is kind of it, right? And then you just let it simmer. I got some over here. I have some lime leaves, and I'm just gonna rip them a little bit. Put them in here, and I have 2 stalks of lemongrass that I'm just gonna let simmer in here for a while, and you kind of just let the flavors get to know each other. If I was making like just curry and not noodles, then I also like add sugar, but I'm not going to. And then, you know, I was watching that khao soy is typically served with like and red onion or shallots, but I don't have and I have some red onions that Khao. Actually, toss these out. So I don't know. Yeah, but it still feels kind of firm. The other 2 are kind of mushy. So let's pop this open and see what it looks like. Oh, it looks good. So I'm gonna go through with it. And so what I typically do is I just cut off both the ends. Rinse it. handy dandy tool that's not a mandolin. I don't have a mandolin, but this was like used to make zoodles from another machine that I don't use anymore and I got rid of. But I kept this piece because this cuts the onions super thin and it could be a little scary looking, but I love it. To get my onions really thin for like pho. And there you go. Super fast. Thinly sliced red onions. Chat with me, friends. Everyone's so quiet today. How's everyone feeling? What are you guys doing? Thanks for coming to see me cook. Chat with me. That's why you're supposed to be. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Chatting with me. Cause it's just me. There's no husband today. He's downstairs with baby. Yesterday we made like a lot of egg rolls. We're redoing our basement. We're finishing our basement. And the contractors have been here, so we fed them yesterday some egg rolls. So just, you know, don't feed them every day. It was just because we were both home and I thought it'd be a nice gesture. But we made like 100, almost 100, but I froze like half of them. So yeah, I'm just really letting this cook down. We're all so quiet today. It's such a quiet night. Maybe I need to do this like during the day. It usually gets pretty good traction during the day. People must be so busy. So it's really starting to simmer. I'm gonna keep, well actually, okay, so I have about a cup of pork, ground pork. And I'm gonna throw this in. And honestly, it's probably better if it was like stir fried and then you put the sauce. But this is just how I'm gonna do it. It gives me less dishes to wash, and you know I hate doing my dishes. So I'm just gonna let this kind of cook, and it's just gonna slowly cook on its own time. And maybe while I let this cook, I'm gonna try to break it apart. But maybe I will rinse some green onions, a little bit of cilantro. I really don't know what the difference is. Can somebody tell me what the difference between khao soy and Khaub is, besides the fact that the noodles are different? I would assume that khao soy is like a Thai's take on Khaub. Because from everything I'm reading and watching, I feel like the only difference is that it's served with Japon-J, right? So cooking, slowly simmer. And then I boiled some chicken wings. And then maybe when this is like real simmery and all cooked and stuff, then I'll put a little bit of broth. But my understanding also is that khao soy is like thicker, not as liquidy as Khaub. So I was gonna try to stay true to that and not put a lot of broth in this. So just let it cook down. I'm trying to heat up a little. Now it sounds rapid. I don't know, you might be able to hear those two downstairs. He's real chatty. He's a real chatty baby. He's always been a really, really chatty baby. Just let this cook. So it seems like the noodles are soft now, so I'm going to turn the stove back on to blanch these. Khao is also served with fried noodles, like crispy noodles, but I wasn't going to do that because it seems like it's way too much work for like dirtying too many dishes. So I'm just going to be lazy. Maybe when my husband's ready to come eat, I might just ask him if he wants to use ramen noodles. Okay, so it's really starting to bubble in there. Got the heat back on. Cilantro onions. Hello, how's it going? What are you guys doing? Talk to me, talk to me. Cause you know, they need to know kind of which shit was there, right? Cause I feel like I'm just talking to myself. So if you guys want me to do these lives, then it definitely has to be interactive. Now something I noticed, if your cilantro is looking really like limp and sad, just let it soak in cold water for a little bit, and then it's kind of like flowers that are like limp and sad, and then once they absorb that like they're really thirsty, right? So once they absorb some of that cold water, they perk back up and they like firm up a little bit. Turn this down. It's really starting to pop. So if you ever have cilantro that looks like real sad, just that's not like super yellow, just cut the ends off, put them in a glass of water, and it'll help. Or like just submerge them in cold water for a little bit. Yeah, so it looks like that really thick khao soy consistency. And I mean, like, if you want, you can kind of just eat it like this. Like I said, I normally would probably put like some sugar in there if I'm going to eat it like stir fry style. But I don't put sugar in my kapong or anything like that. Real simple. And I'm going to assume that the pork is cooked. So I'm actually going to add my wings so they can like continue to cook a little bit in here. Because I didn't boil them for very long just so that they weren't like super bloody. So like all the impurities came out and stuff. So putting them in here, hopefully it will like soften them up a little bit, braise them a little bit. But since they're wings and like they're soft, they don't take that long to braise. So like you can go from very like firm chicken wing to disintegrated, just like falling off the bone completely real fast. That's why I only boiled for a little bit. Now I'm gonna just turn this down a little more so that the wings don't cook too fast. So I'm gonna let this braise. Chop this cilantro and green onions. I think that's pretty much it. I think I just have to wait for the noodles to boil, or the water to boil, cook the noodles. I think that's it. That's so easy. Because we're using chicken wings, they braise really fast. You know, for the green onions, I like to chop off the ends, rinse them. I always chop off the ends first, especially like, I guess that's a habit from having a garden, because it makes everything just easier. So, just chop this up really finely. So yeah, green onions, you should chop off the end and then wash instead of wash and then chop off the end. Because there's like, it just helps it get it cleaner faster. So a little green onion. Looks like I have a lot of red onion. It's looking really good. It looks chunky because I used ground pork. It's starting to separate the fat. So that's always more delicious. I'm not going to add any salt because curry paste is already really salty. It smells delicious. But I mean, the green onions smell delicious too. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to eat it like, not Khaub style, where it's like this soupy broth. But I do wonder, I used to work at a Thai restaurant that was owned by Chinese people, but they were like, the wife was like raised in Laos and the husband was raised in Vietnam, and they used to have a dish called coconut spaghetti, and I wonder if that was like their version of cow soy, because they didn't put like the pickled stuff on it, because it had to still be like, you know, to American taste buds. And it did have the crispy noodles on top, but I feel like if I was to have a cow soy, it would be that coconut spaghetti. Which is the difference between like, it was not a soup, it was like a pasta noodle. So I'm just going to be boiling these noodles super fast because now they're super soft. And then I'm going to blanch them into cold water. And I'm just going to do them in batches because I just have a little small pot on. So this is looking really good. Delicious. That's also the thing about, like, I've tried doing chicken wings in Khaub before, but then they just like fall apart, and I feel like doing chicken wings are so expensive, and I cannot be affording to just let them fall apart in the broth. Because dang, chicken wings are so expensive now. I remember they used to be like $1.49 a pound, and now they're like $4.99 a pound. Chicken wings are so expensive. But they're so delicious. They're like one of my favorite foods. This looks really good. Alright, these egg noodles are looking good. They take like no time to boil. Oh, that's exciting. You know what, I'm just going to do a really small bowl for me. Because it seems like they kind of eat it like, I don't know. So we got this going. I'm probably going to add a little bit of broth. Oh, this is spicy. I'm going to turn, well maybe I should turn this on. Because, well, the broth is like pretty hot still. I'm just going to put a little bit of broth. And I like skimmed off all the impurities while I was making the broth. Okay, so I think that was a little bit too much broth. It probably only needed like a ladle. So I'm going to reduce this. But it does have like some flavor of additional lemongrass and kaffir lime leaf. Yeah, I'm going to turn this up and reduce this a little bit because now it has that like capone a little bit too thin. Yeah, so I'm going to reduce this a little bit while my noodles are going. It's reduced just by a hair, but it looks good. It's like thickening up. I'm like looking at it like a hawk. Ooh, it's like witch's cauldron. It looks delicious. Because you could see like the fat from the pork is separating the curry from the coconut milk from, it looks so good. Now I'm a little bummed I don't have crispy noodles, but like I said, maybe we just like bust out a pack of ramen noodles. It's just like, I think it's just like those crispy noodles that they will give you like at the Chinese restaurants. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Ah, my noodles! Okay, I'm turning this off. I'm going to ladle some of it over my noodles. See, I don't know. I don't know if this is too thin or, oh, I think it's perfect. I'm actually going to ladle some more of this brothy sauce And I'm gonna top it with the wings. Oh. It's just like in the show. Like when Mark Wiens eats it. Oh my god, this looks amazing. So a little bit of green onion, a little bit of cilantro. I love onion, so I'm actually gonna do like maybe more than I should of red onions. And then I be seeing them top it off with a little bit of coconut milk, but this is coconut cream. You know? So good. And actually I have this lime right here. I'm gonna just cut a little piece off for me. A little piece off for my husband. Husband!
What?
You wanna come try?
Okay.
Just a splash of fish sauce.
Let's go try. What mommy cooking? Mommy watching on.
I know I have the crispy noodles, so I was wondering if you wanted to break up ramen noodles.
It's fine.
Or just skip it.
We'll just skip it. That looks delicious. Smells good. You know what it smells like? Wife material.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What got it? How long? The same or?
It's a little different. I think you're missing I mean, it's not like the broccoli, it's thicker. So it's more, yeah, I like it.
Huh?
Come on now. Did you put lime in there?
I did. You need to get yourself a bowl.
Oh.
Or, yeah, go get yourself.
I'll give me a bowl.
I'm gonna go get that cake. Actually, mommy, do you like?
He only likes deep fried stuff.
Good enough, like. Cô bỏ cái từ khen không? Nè.
These just like egg noodles?
Nè.
Man, this looks good.
Không nè kia.
I mean, the sauce is really thick.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, it's like it's bones noodles like sauce, but it's like more thicker and saucier, I guess.
Tốt à?
Kind of like spaghetti. Little garnish.
You know what? I think that he drinks whole milk now, and instead of like breast milk. And I think what happened is now like she kusi hang, right? Because it's like whole milk. So every 5 minutes, I think he needs another bottle. I think one more bottle. I think we should give him another bottle.
Okay.
You know what? I think he needs a bottle.
You know why? Because mommy got the breast. I don't have the breast.
So now Nuchi Kusi at all anymore, right? Because it's like just whole milk.
Did you put coconut oil in it? Milk?
Oh, I topped it off with coconut milk.
Okay.
Like, I think you need more sauce. Yeah, I think you need more sauce. Yours isn't saucy enough. So wow, all you did was add chicken wings.
I want more chicken.
All he does is eat milk all day now. He is getting chunkier.
Spicy pepper.
Not yet, not yet.
We want him to.
Oh, có sợ thì mommy say ngon. Oh.
It's just more convenient for me. Just to give him whole milk. Gotta do what works. That's Oh my gosh.
What? Use your words.
That's all I can say. It's like.
What's it? What did daddy say? Toma. That's it.
This is like the Asian style of spaghetti sauce. Oh God. Oh man, more white. I'm gonna get all dirty. Let's try the chicken. Huh.
Không lấy bông luôn.
I mean, I think the chicken could be like deep fried and add onto it to give it a little crunchier. The sauce is the bomb though.
Cắt không đâu. Cắt. Có. Ủa có cào.
This sauce is the bomb.
Có xài mà mì đi có non thế nào? Okay, mommy, you report this.
It's sweet curry with a little chili paste. You got a little spice to it, but tastes a little bit of coconut milk.
So, what do you think it would be like if I used beef? Do you think it'd be too heavy?
Could be. I
Alright, got you now. Okay, what do you want?
think that's probably why it tastes a little light because of the chicken broth.
Yeah, but I like that. But I mean, there was a lot of pork fat in that.
I think with the beef, yeah, it might taste a little bit more on the heavier side.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Không có nào. Có một tớ không nào. Ồ, con đi ó. Để em á.
It could definitely use like some cabbage or some
You need to use they eat it with the red onion too.
yeah, cabbage or bean sprout.
shallots.
I was thinking about bean sprout. Try the red onion. It might give you a little crisp taste to it.
Go vào cái thực hành bát đi.
You know what it needs? Chili pepper.
Có thể sang cái có năm bát. Cái chuyện gì sao?
It's not fresh chili, but it's frozen chili. That's all it needs.
So how's the chili?
No, it's a little flat because it's not fresh. It's frozen.
So what do you think? Is this something that we should add to our regular meals? Is this something I should make for my family? Do you think my mom would like it? My sisters?
Maybe your mom, I don't know. I think she might like it. But she has a different...
She's a picky eater.
She's picky eater though, with her capone noodle. But I think this can be and replace couple noodle. You know, a big family gathering. So it's kind of like a big.
Oh, it's so spicy.
Was it sure?
I don't know if he will. Maybe in his show with some animal crackers to bribe him. Da. Come on, Danny. No acabo de decir ahorita. ¿Lo corto? ¿Cómo no? ¿Cómo no? Okay, Kaliama. This is good. I think Sylvia would really like this.
Yeah, but it's not heavy.
It is a little bit.
Just more like on the curry sauce. But I think if we deep fry the chicken wing, it'd be better.
Okay. Bedtime. Okay. We're gonna go now. This baby needs to go to sleep. Bye, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.